So in today's session, we'll be looking into some more other interesting stuff, which is majorly on the database. On the data types. Okay, so we looked at two different types of data types. Right, one is the numeric data type, and another is of course, we looked at only the numeric data type, where we looked at int, float, and all that stuff. And we're going to look into something called string data types. So the string data types, of course, plays a very important role, not just in MySQL, of course, in any programming language you take, the string data types plays a very important role. Okay. So now, what is a string? String is basically a group of characters together in a sequence form as strings. So what does it mean? So you have a set of characters where you put them in a sequence, and you call that as a string. It could be just in English characters, or it could be a combination of English characters and the numbers, and it could be a combination of uh, any sort of a symbol per se. It could be ABC123, example123 @domain.com. It could be anything per se. Combination of a set of characters or a group of characters together forms a string. So when you say a particular thing is a string, so you need to represent that inside the double quotes. So representing, whenever you wanted to say, okay, this is a string, anything that is represented inside the double quotes is considered to be the string. Okay. Is my voice very low? Can someone please confirm? Is my voice low?
For me, it's clear.
All right. Okay. Okay. So whenever you define any set of characters or the sequence of characters inside the double quotes, you call that to be the string. That can have numbers, that can have special symbols, that can have any sort of a character per se, which is supported by your MySQL. So if your MySQL supports any, whatever the symbols your MySQL supports, you can put all of them together inside the double quote. Okay. So whenever you put something inside a double quote, we consider that to be the string. So what are the different data types we have to represent the string inside in MySQL? We have varchar and we have something called text. So what is a varchar? Varchar is nothing but variable length character data type. So what does it basically mean is, so let's say I know that I will be storing only 50 characters at any point in time. So what does it mean is, okay, I know the requirement. I know it's going to be very clear that, okay, I'm going to store only this many number of characters at any point in time. Say we can take first name as an example. The first name could be hardly 50 characters, not more than that. Say at any point in time, a um, particular column or a string column is going to hold only 50 characters, then you can say, okay, I can basically consider varchar to be the data type of that particular column. Okay. So varchar is nothing but variable length character data type. So how much memory it basically take? That's the question, right? So 1 byte of storage for length somewhere in between 0 to 255, and 2 bytes somewhere in between 256 to 6535. So that means any character, we are actually talking about an ASCII character over here, because every symbol will be having not the ASCII character, the Unicode. So if you look at the Unicode, every symbol is been mapped with a number, correct? So because numbers can be easily convertible into ones and zeros. So that it will be mapped with a decimal number, and that will be further converted into ones and zeros. We looked at this in our computer architecture sessions, where so any character that falls in any character's decimal number that falls in between 0 to 255 it will take exactly 1 byte of memory. If any character that is in between 256 to 65,535, it's going to take 2 bytes of memory. Okay. So variable length character data type is one of the data types we widely use to optimize the storage. In the sense, okay, I know that my requirement is like at any point in time, my first name will always hold only 20 characters. I say varchar of 20. That means at any point in time, if your value exceeds 20 characters, it's going to throw an error. But if your value is within the 20 characters, it's not going to throw any error. Okay, that's called variable length character data type. Okay, and okay, I don't know how many characters I need. Let's say I start off with 20 characters, but that can increase to 50 characters or 100 characters or 1,000 characters. I don't know the exact requirement. Then we will basically choose text as a data type. So you know your requirement that, okay, at any point in time, my column will not exceed 50 characters or 20 characters, 10 characters or 1 character, whatever it could be. Then you say varchar of that particular length. If you're trying to store a value which is having characters or the symbols more than the speculated length, then it's going to throw an error. If it is within that range, that means within a range of 20 characters or whatever the length you had defined at the time of table creation, it's not going to throw any error. Okay. And I don't know, I don't know the exact requirement in terms of number of characters. Then you can define the data type as text. And with text, maximum storage size is 64 kilobytes, and size depends on the length of the string and encoding. Yet if it is UTF-8 encoding, it's going to take 1 byte, 2 byte, 3 bytes, and 4 bytes. We looked into it. If it is going to be a different encoding, UTF-16, then it's going to take 1 byte or 2 byte. If it is going to be UTF-32, it's going to take 30, of course, 4 bytes, which is 32-bit. So based on the type of encoding, this storage will also change. Okay, suitable for storing large textual content such as blog posts, articles, and comments. So whenever you have a requirement where your size is undefined, that means I don't know how much size, how many characters the text that I'm trying to store into, trying to store as a value into a column, then you can go with text. So if you wanted to restrict the number of symbols or the characters, then you can go with variable character, variable length character data type. Okay. So is this clear to everyone?